to spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides I can shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Prescott now on second down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's at the 40. Still going. They can't stop him. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 55 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Now Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So out come the Falcons now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. Ito Smith, his first carry, and he stopped immediately there.
Get up!
On 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ryan. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go. Let's finish now. We got 46. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter gains.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. You're
saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Get up! Hey, express! Hey, go down.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Hey, Tuesday. Got it, gun. Go, ladies. Get up. 11, 21. 25, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 6. And the drive will continue. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Hey, South! 20! Hey, Tuesday!
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
There we go. Gun. 21. Got him. 280. On. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Now Austin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Awesome.
On second down, Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. They go fullback this time. Ron Smith trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Tackle made there by Ben Heaney.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Well, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Here's Prescott, and he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that block. That's big time.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He goes underneath to Freeman. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hey, Tuesday. 12. Ready. Hey, Tuesday. Gun.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
22. 21. Gun. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, express.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Prescott now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. Now Prescott. Incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Austin's got it left side. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's fourth and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Running with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Here's Ryan. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Get out. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, express, get it. Gun. Get up. Hey, let's go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
21. Gun. Gun. On.
Ryan. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Finding room inside the 40. And now running right through it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Left.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Bust through the tackle. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, let's go.
From the gun, Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he gets gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Prescott now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Prescott now from the 50. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Prescott on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Left. Get up.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 77 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Airing it out for Hearns. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get out! Hey, express, express! Ready, ready, set!
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
22! Go!
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. Less extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Ryan now off the bootleg. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ben Heaney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain it downfield?
2nd down, Prescott. He got 29 yards that time.
Been 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the wing line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed.
46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there as they...
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught. And what are the whistles for a timeout? So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. Power. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like...
Now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken near the 13. What a spin. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then